Okay, let's solve some apportionment problems using the Hamilton's method. So in this example, the small country of Calivos consists of 3 states, Bama, Tecos, and Ilnos, with total populations of 20,000 and 200 seats in the House of Representatives. Use the Hamilton's methods to apportion seats to each state. So let's just remember the steps for the Hamilton's methods. First, we have to calculate each state's standard quota. So to calculate each state's standard quota, we're going to need to find the standard divisor, because to find each state's standards quota, you have to take the state's population, I'm just going to say pop, and divide it by the standard divisor. So I've already calculated the standard divisor here. It's the total population, which is 20,000, divided by the number of seats, which is 200. And so the standard divisor is 100. So to calculate each state's standard quota, we take the population, 940, divided by 100, and we get 9.4. Tecos population divided by 100 gives us 90.3, and Ilnos's population divided by the standard divisor, 100, gives us 100.3. So there's each state's standard quota, so we've done that step. And it says, give each state the number of seats equal to its lower quota. So we know to start off with, Bama's going to get 9 trucks, Tecos is going to get 90, and Ilnos is going to get 100. But now there's more steps. We need to add up the lower quotas to see if there's any surplus seats. So when we add up the lower quotas, 9 plus 90 plus 100 gives us 199. And there were a total of 200 seats, so we have 1 surplus seat, in this case 1 surplus garbage truck, to give out to one of these states. And to determine which state gets the surplus seat, we're going to give one at a time. We only have one to give, to the state with the largest residue or fractional part, or what we mean by fractional part is decimal part. So let's look at the decimal parts in each of the standard quotas, and we'll see 0.4, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4 is certainly the biggest, so that's the state, Bama, that's going to get the extra surplus. So the final amount then is 10 trucks for Bama, 90 trucks for Ilnos, and 100 trucks for, 90 trucks for Tecos and 100 trucks for Ilnos, and that's the final apportionment. So let's look at another example then. Slide down, I think I have another one. So here's another example. We have still this same country of Calvados with the same 3 states. And this time, though, they've decided to have 201 seats in their state or their House of Representatives. So they've increased the number of representatives in their House of Representatives, and we're going to use Hamilton's method again. So of course we're going to need to find the standard divisor. This time it's 20,000, the total population, divided by 201, which is the number of seats. And so our standard divisor this time is 99.502, and that's been rounded to 3 places. That's our standard divisor. So the calculations here have been done already. Here's the Bama's population divided by that standard divisor, and now here's the standard quota, and so forth. Here's the standard quota for each of those states, gotten by dividing by the standard divisor, population divided by the standard divisor. And the lower quota for each of these then is 9, because if you round 9.447 down to the nearest whole number, you get 9. There's the standard quota for Tecos is 90, and the standard quota for Ilnos is 100. So how does the Hamilton's method go? Remember, we start out by giving everybody at least the lower quota. Oh, my writing is bad. But we want to add up and see if there's any surplus seats. Well, the lower quotas add up to 199, but we had 201 possible seats. That means we have 2 surplus. Since we have to get to 201, and we do have to apportion all the seats, 2 surplus to give out. Let's see who gets them. And we can tell who gets them by looking at the decimal parts. And we're going to give them out first to the one with the highest decimal part. So 0.80 is the highest right here for Illnos. So Illnos is going to get one of those surplus. And the next highest is 0.75. So that means Tecos is going to get the next one. And there's no more surplus left for Bama to get one. So the final apportionment ends up being 9 for Bama, 11, because that's 10 plus 1 for Tecos, and 101. 9, did I say 9 plus, look, 91, I can't even add, it's too late at night. 90 plus 1 is 91. 9, 91, 101 should add up to 201 seats. Okay, that's the 2 Hamilton examples. Hope that helps.